Okay, I'd like to open the Open Space Committee meeting, and it's September 23rd, 2:09 p.m. We're at the Municipal Center, and I'm Sue Perkins, Chair.
Kathy Sugar Richards, member.
Becky Gallagher, Secretary.
All right. So, were you at the meeting on August 19th? The last one.
I think it was.
Okay, did you look at the minutes? She sent them out. There was one correction. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So, would like to approve the minutes. Let's see.
You made your correction.
Yeah.
With the spelling
Okay, any
correction.
corrections? There was one correction.
Yeah, spelling correction,
Yeah.
which I made.
Yes, okay. I entertain a motion to accept the minutes from, let's see, it was August 19th, 2025.
I'll second it.
Okay. And all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. All right, the T-Mobile grant.
Okay. So, Catherine and I worked on this up in Vermont because she came up for a few days and fine-tuning it. And she said, so what does the application look like? I says, I don't know. I have to log on and make up an account for it. And they didn't have a Word version of it. So she goes, maybe you ought to do that. So I did. And
There's more to it.
it's not even close to what they're asking, saying 3 to 5 pages of this, and that. It's just, there's a lot more stuff. So I actually talked to John Charbonneau this morning, so he's going to track down
I just saw them.
demographics. It says, please briefly describe the community in which your project would be implemented, including community demographics, any primary industries, and any particular challenges that the community is facing. And how will this grant help your community address that challenge? So he's going to do that one for sure, and I told him, I said, look at the next two below that. And all the information that we have, that we came up with, we have to kind of break it down to
Right.
put into these
Yeah.
spots.
A lot of that stuff would be in the open space and recreation plan too,
I
right?
told John that. I says, I woke up in the middle of the night last night. I says, oh, demographics. I bet that's in the open space and recreation plan. So,
I just took it back from him after he had it for 3 weeks.
well, it's online. He can get that online.
Right,
So
and
he
he's
says
going
he
to the
can.
office. Yep.
So if he tackles those three and gets me blurbs for that, I am good. Timeline is good. Just things of how long think it'll take it to do it, which we're okay on that. I am going to add to that because Catherine said, she goes, you have up to $50,000 that you can ask for. But I didn't want to get into the whole trail plan because we don't have so much of it done. She goes, but the main trail is there, the main loop. And I said, this is true. So I'm going to ask for signage and posts because I said, should we put them in posts? Because I think I like the posts in the ground better with the signage. You can put it right where you need it.
Yeah, you don't have to kill a tree.
Yeah, and if the tree falls down and dies. So I'm going to ask for signage for the main loop. And I think we'll just call that the Keevan loop.
Yeah.
Then any loops that we do off of that, we can call them something else. So I'm going to add that to the budget.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great, yeah.
The donor sign I'm not including in the budget because I figured that was kind of tacky, asking them for money for, because if they give us a grant and then we ask them to pay for their own sign, that thank you for donating.
Yeah.
This project made possible.
Right,
by
that could come out of our
grant. I'm
budget.
like, yeah, we can do that. So, anyways, we're close. I mean, we're close. We just need to break this down, and I figure I'll get together with Catherine tomorrow, and we're going to break this up and get it ready to plug everything in.
That's wonderful.
So,
Thank you.
and she was going over where we were doing some clarification, like ultra fine tuning of the,
Yeah.
because it was her take on it, and I'm like, so she had some good ideas.
Yeah.
And the other thing on the Keevan property is I did meet with Zachary, I think his last name is Gless. It's either Gless or Gliss. I think it's Gless. He's in town here. He's a surveyor with existing, his company's name is Existing Grade. So we walked out there because I tried to find those iron rods. It says there's 2 iron rods out there, and I even had a metal detector.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah.
I was, and in the area. I'm pretty sure where it should be, but I couldn't find anything. I really couldn't. So Catherine, myself, and him, we took a site walk out there, told him what I needed. I said, from the stone wall, on this side of the stone wall down, I says, I need that, like, 6 stakes, or even 2 up here and 2 down here, we can run a line.
Right.
So we know exactly where we get out to their property. And I said, ballpark, what do you think? He goes, well, maybe around $400. I'm like, okay, so we have 300, and didn't the Conservation Commission have a budget now
Oh, yeah,
this year?
yeah, they would pitch in, I'm sure, yeah.
So,
And plus, Dick has been collecting money for cans.
okay,
Gave
that
me
works too.
$50 today.
So that works.
Yeah.
So, he's going to, I think, do some, like, the other side of Catherine's bound, and I think Catherine may, because that one bound is between town and there, so she may pay for that, so we only have to pay for half. So we're playing around trying to make this work. And there's a couple other people, Catherine wants her bounds in the back done, and I think the next door neighbor, Dan, and come to find out, Dan is really, really good friends with Zach. They go mountain bike riding all the time. They're best of buds. So
It's a club.
it's a club, so I think it will hopefully be favorable for us. Keep our fingers crossed.
Yep, great. And it's due, what, the 30th?
The 30th, yes. So we will have that tied up and submitted this week.
Good job.
So we've got 90%. We just got these stupid little things that we had to
Yeah.
get out of here.
Yeah.
All right, so can we
Thank you,
assign a
Catherine.
number to that? So technically that's between 221 and 229 Southeast Main Street. There is no specific number for that.
So it's
So
between
221 and 229. So we could do 3, 4,
5,
no, 3, 3, 5,
6.
3, 5, 7,
Yeah.
3, 5 or 7. I'll go 225.
It's in the middle.
Yeah, we'll be in the middle. If we can, I don't know if we can get a number assigned to that. So if somebody
Yeah.
wants to
Yeah, they
go,
can plug in their phone and find out.
right. And also on Mass Mapper, that's classified as Southeast Maine Conservation Property.
Right. No, they're all like Tinkerville Brook is the one down on. They're all.
Yeah, but is there a venue? I don't know if that would be through CMRPC or if we contacted them directly to get that changed to the Keven Conservation Property.
Yeah.
I guess that's all these little things that I'm trying to.
Yep. No. Yeah. Okay. What's next?
Mazinski property.
Wrapped it up. Yeah, we were thinking about doing. Well, we finished except for the Red Trail bypass, or maybe marking.
What color do we want that? Because I can take 2 of those little discs, and if you tape out the outside edge and that little arrow in the middle, then you can spray paint that middle whatever color you want. So,
I mean, it doesn't matter. It could just be, I would think, even just like a stripe on the red to show that it's kind of like a cut through or something. It's not a real trail. It's just access back to the main trail.
that was going to be on the map or something, so.
Yeah.
I was thinking, you want to make it pink?
Sure. Pink.
Because I gotta go to Walmart afterwards, so I can pick up a can of pink spray paint. So get those sprayed, and then when we put them out, then we can just spray. I don't think we have to spray very long, because it's not that long to mark the trees, but at least that way then I can coordinate it on the map. And I haven't done a big decision. I didn't make up the map, the new map yet, so I didn't know what color we wanted to do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta go up there and see this one.
Update map.
Oh,
yeah, and advertising, I guess, when we get it all done and the sign's all done, we'll do it.
Yeah, then we can
Yeah.
get a picture of the sign,
Yep,
of the map, and get that posted on the website, and then an article in the newspaper.
yep. Okay.
And I don't know where they're gonna put that under under our thing, so we have another subheading of maps, trails, whatever,
Under our thing for
open space and recreation.
the
On the
website,
website.
yeah,
There has to be someplace on town here where,
yeah. Yeah, and Dick's still talking about a sign out front, which I think is a good idea. I mean, a lot of towns have little signs that have everything going on it.
oh, here, yeah.
Right up by the parking area.
I'll have to look if any of those trails are on Trail Forks.
So we still need to work on the black trail. And the yellow trail's tricky, but you know, there's no
Yeah,
bridge.
the black, well, yeah, I don't know what needs to be, like, quote unquote cleared. Yeah, eventually we need the bridge, but people can still walk it, and
Mhm.
the other black trail just goes out to the other road. So until we can do something,
Yeah, just leave it. Well, you know, should it be on there so people don't, you know, it's not marked?
you can get through there. You can.
Yeah,
It's just if it's dry, it's not an issue.
yeah,
Otherwise, you're harboring stones on that little wet area
yeah.
where that water goes through.
We could get into trouble for that.
Why?
If it's a wetland.
But we're not, that's an existing access road at one time that went through there.
Mhm.
So we're not opening anything up. I think somewhere down the line, I think we probably should put a boardwalk on there to make it nicer for everybody, but until we have something that we can do for maybe parking on that street.
Mhm. Yeah, don't open it up.
Yeah, so the people that know that it's there, they'll walk through.
Yeah,
We just might clear it up.
yeah.
Yeah, they'll just be maintenance. That's what that is.
I was reading something about like going back to your notes and like, can you read them?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Exactly.
Depends. All right, Conservation Drive. I got an email from Susan Foley today, and she would love to have people come over, and she wants to show us a marker that the Sutton and Douglas development put in there.
Oh, okay.
So she's
big
available,
marker.
yeah, she's available Thursday and Friday during lunch or Saturday morning, but she is leaving town on the 28th for a while. So I was going to bring my calendar, but I'm around both of those times.
Just Saturday morning.
Saturday morning best for everybody?
I will probably be at the ribbon cutting ceremony in East Thompson. The East Thompson Airline. Great.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yes.
What are they doing there?
It's part of the same railroad bed, the Sinet, but it's they call it.
Yeah,
So that
I've
there
been-
used to
I've
be a depot there, a train station
yeah,
depot
no, I've
with
been
the
there, yeah.
turntable and all that. So they've got the parking lot all done,
Yeah.
and they put granite pieces all the way around where the turntable used to be,
Mhm.
and I think where the depot used to be
It's marked
also.
out,
So
yeah.
they're just having
Yeah.
a grand opening ribbon cutting ceremony.
Have you ever been in the opposite direction back towards Douglas and seen the cattle walk across the river, across the railroad bed? My neighbor saw it on Chronicle, and she's like, that's my backyard. I need to go check that out. So we went over there.
In Douglas or in Connecticut?
I think it's in Connecticut. It's in Connecticut, yeah.
Because I don't recall that being in Douglas.
Yeah. No, it's in Connecticut.
So I think there's a bridge over that. So we can go over it. It's, yes.
It's a cattle walk, yeah.
Before
underneath.
the road.
It's, if you parked at the East Thompson,
Yeah, and walk to
park there, I
east.
think it's,
towards-
Go to the
heading
east,
towards-
maybe. It's like less than a quarter of a mile to the east from there.
yeah, keep heading down into Connecticut, back towards
So it was the
Douglas.
railways.
I've gone all the way to the end of that, and I've done.
Yeah, no, it's one of the little bridges that you go over. If you look down, you'll see it. So it's not a river or anything. It's just where the
Yep.
cattle from one side to the other side went.
No, it's
Yes.
over the bridge. It's over the railroad bed.
Are you talking about the trestle trail? The trestle?
I don't know what they call it. It's a cattle walk, as that was on Chronicle. About a quarter of a mile east from the crossing.
The only thing I know that's overhead is the old trestle, and I thought that was, maybe that was for moving cattle.
I mean, you can see it's really banked from far away and goes over, and you can walk up there. There's many boards missing.
Yes, yes, there are. Yeah, there could be, because I don't think that would have been another train thing. So.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's up.
Fragile, yeah.
As long as the cows weren't afraid of heights. I know where that is too.
Yeah. And then you get to the llamas a little farther along. They're
Yeah, it's
interesting.
right inside.
Yeah. I was surprised. All right. Conservation Drive. So we want to go there.
Okay, so did you want to meet with, well, back up a second here. So I can't do Saturday morning. If you two
Okay.
can do Saturday morning,
I can do any time.
that's fine.
Can you do?
It's gonna be raining Saturday morning.
Well, Thursday, do you want to do? Yeah, it doesn't matter. We can just see it and mark it. We don't all need to go, but yeah, what she
Yeah, read
said.
some flagging tape to make it like
Yeah.
really obvious.
Just looking at that.
I know Sundays are
that's-
looking good now.
Yeah, the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I could do any of those. Thursday's supposed to be raining.
Okay.
I could do Friday.
One is planned for Friday, and if it doesn't work, we'll do Saturday. Okay.
What, 10 maybe?
I'll ask her. What's best.
Yeah, let me know so I can put it on my calendar, otherwise what you want.
That works, that's good, because I've got a ride that I got to plan for on Sunday, so.
Yeah, and you're not are you available on Friday lunchtime? If you wanted to go. Then it would be three of us. Then it
I
be
would
a
rather
meeting.
have just you two go.
Thank you.
Would
Yeah, it would
be
be.
busy with
I'd have to make
ride
a
stuff.
quorum. Yeah,
So, take a picture of it, mark it really, really well.
you got a camera.
On my phone.
Yeah, well, that works.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Okay, next one. Tinkerville Brook, Chestnut Street Conservation Property. Actions and reactions. So Dick and I were, as I explained at the Conservation Commission meeting last night, we were very excited about our, things happening at the Mazinski property that we were he's like the next day, now where? So we unleashed ourselves at Chestnut Street, and we didn't get permission really, as we did, but I had no idea it had been determined wetlands. The whole stretch, that whole stretch of street.
Yeah, whole street is.
But you wouldn't know if there's no blue tags, and as they explained last night to someone else who did a bad, that they don't put the blue tapes out until someone has requested them to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
So we went in, we cut we were within the 50 feet, and we cut a trail about 50 feet in. And then we got to a place where it was no vegetation, just rocks, and I'm like, this, it's dry as a bone, but it looks like it might be wetlands. And there were rocks and hummocks on the way in, so somewhat. We didn't realize it, but it was. And so we stopped there. I went away. Dick went back the next day with his chainsaw and must have stepped on a yellow jacket's nest or something and got stung, left his chainsaw and glasses behind, drove to the fire station and was fine, but got stung several times anyway. And then I got the letter or email that said that we should stop and go before the commission last night. And so I explained all this to them, and they were like, well, you have two options. You can either just leave it and let it grow in, or you can ask us to go along and we'll figure out how to get in there the right way. And I was like, okay, well, I think we'll go for the second option, and I'll mention it at the meeting tomorrow, so.
Okay.
But, you know,
That's what I did with, that's what I did with Fana, to have him walk that.
right, that's,
Check it
I
out.
said to him, yeah, I said to him, well, I said, I know we, you know, I recall we were all there walking the edge of the Mumford. I said, but I had no idea this was wetlands in here, that, you know, along the road where we were going, and so, I mean, you can look at the topographic map and see it's swamp. But, so, anyway, that's in the next door, I believe, the neighbor turned us in, and he's the one that said to me, oh, great, another trail so I can go hunting on, and I saw his little tree stand in there.
He turned in.
Maybe he's got a wife. We're all on tape here. So, all right. So we'll return with
Conservation Commission, somebody from there. Yes.
okay.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it ended
I would
well.
assume you didn't take down anything big anyways. It was just probably all small
Oh, yeah.
brush.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, there was Mountain Laurel. Yeah.
That goes back really fast.
Yeah. Right. We've had that discussion in another meeting.
Yes, we have.
Yes.
Okay. And I went, next one is Master Plan Committee meeting. I went for Gordon. It was interesting.
Mhm.
I mean, it's interesting what they're doing. It's just updating one from 2007, I think, or something like that. But we were the last on the agenda, and like last night, I was 2 hours before they came to me. Like the last time I went to the conservation meeting, it was 2 hours and 2.25 hours before they got to me. But the master plan ran out of time, so I didn't need to be there after all.
Oh, jeez. So you didn't get a chance to go over anything? Oh,
What we've been doing.
But this is sort of, you know, they had stuff that they handed out that were interesting lists. And then Sam from CMRPC was there, which is what it's all about, is they're reviewing, and we were, open space was the next one to come up. And they have reviewed at Central Mass Regional Planning and given us 19 pages of recommendations for us, which I believe is online. It's the key, let me see. It's key findings and suggested action items. So, and then there's those. Key findings and suggested action items, which I can send to you if you don't have it.
Yeah, via email?
Mhm.
Good, yes, could you please that?
Okay. You want an email too?
Sure.
Send Paul.
So this is just overall additional recommendations.
Great.
Pocket parks for high-density residential areas. We really don't have high-density residential areas per se. Kind of like the downtown area here, but
Yeah, some towns have such wonderful commons, you know.
Oh, this is a new one. Pollinator corridors. I've never heard of that one. Designated important habitats like pollinator corridors.
Well,
That's new.
Gordon is on the committee.
I know, I just,
He loves
I have not-
pollinators.
all the things that you use for corridors, this is a new one I
Yeah.
have not heard.
And this, you know, I was looking at this thinking, is this the one that's sort of like what Gordon had, somebody said that the park across from the mill and the pond, between the mill and the pond, is being looked at by all the towns together. So
Mhm.
this might be something like that. I mean, they're probably working on that too. Yeah, that's.
Oh, so that's also to the
Yeah,
city
that's,
miles.
yeah, there
Follow
you
up
go.
with that.
All right. And I have a ton of things from old business and cemetery commission.
Okay, let me go. I'm gonna go old on the back, so I have plenty of room to write.
Brandon, okay. I know that the Board of Selectmen, I brought all this information with me to the meeting last night because I wasn't sure whether New Sherburne was going to be there, the ones that are developing on
Mm-hmm.
Southwest. But he wants, I've seen in the agendas, and it must be the Board of Selectmen or whatever, but they did go into executive session last time, and it was about that area, I believe.
Development.
He wants to put a fire road in there. I looked back and I said, well, I think that that stream is designated as a Green Brook in the master plan is designated as a very valuable stream. Plus we have that
Water-
map.
Water aquifer area? Yes,
Well,
it is. Yes.
And then, yeah, there's another well site that's on that same property that is designated as a third major well possibility in Douglas. So, yeah, all the water from all the wells of the newly developed houses will go dry. They were talking about that at the meeting last night too. It's interesting going to these meetings. But, so I'm on the lookout for when that's going to be
Mhm.
coming up to see
Okay.
if we can, to bring that map with me and say, you know I gave this to you guys before, but I'm not sure if it got tucked away or something like that. Okay. And did you do a Community Preservation Act interaction at the bank?
No, not yet, I forgot,
Okay.
totally forgot. And then I just
Maybe
got
we could put Dick's $50 in there. All right. Do you think that
Our
would be?
account?
Yeah, the
Yes.
CPA account, yeah.
Yeah, because that's basically,
Yeah, that'll give us some action and then,
doesn't have to be,
I haven't heard
doesn't
anything
even
from
have to
them.
be CPA, right?
right.
Right, it could be something like
Right.
a bridge or something.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
That was good.
we would like it to be.
We just named it that just to give it, because
Yeah.
that's what we were doing with the money at the time. But I
Yeah.
mean, I think if we get donations, we should be able to,
Yeah.
So it's open space and recreation account?
I could try changing the name if you want it.
Um,
Maybe we don't want anyone to know we have it.
Oh.
I just put it in there, you know, and we can think about that in bank.
Donations. Yeah, that's good.
So we still have our, like,
I just never did ask if we could have our own little kitty.
Do you have the $50 on you that Gordon
No, I
gave?
wish I did.
Oh. Can give it to her.
Yep, I thought about it, I'm like, I'll probably lose it in here.
You don't have a folder
Maybe
for
it's
money?
still,
You
he
don't have
gave
a
it to me
folder for
last
money?
night, maybe it's still in my pocket, no. It's kitty or CPA. Because we don't want to lose it if it's in the CPA and we can't.
right. But that would give us a transaction, so it would make us act.
Right, yeah, and he doesn't care.
Yeah. Excellent.
All right, then, yeah, site walk. So we've gotten a complaint about the sign at the Keevan property. And it's suggested that we take it down because it's tacky or something, I don't know. I don't think so. It was Shirley Downs complained about it.
Want me to talk to Shirley? I can tell her that's just something temporary so that people know that that's where it's at.
Yeah, do you have
And what we have planned for it.
Yeah,
I met her a few times. It was Dickie that I used to know all the time.
I bought my land from him.
So
Yeah,
I'm happy to call her.
all right.
I don't suppose you have her phone number.
From many, 36 years ago. I do still have phone books though. All right. at first it was, I was told that a Mrs. Snow had complained about it, and then I was like, I don't know who. I emailed Jen back saying, you know, I don't know, but you know as well as I do, we were bumped from the town meeting, or, you know, all this stuff, like, we're working on it, but, you know, so
she called the town.
so then I said, I don't know who Mrs. Snow is, and so then she informed me who it was. So.
Okay, so that's Jen C.
Yeah.
I can stop in and ask her afterwards if she's got the number.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, Sam Carter at CMRPC is like, okay. What have you done? Is there a track around Martin Road yet? And you know, all this combined, you know, indigenous groups, and you know, he's telling me all this stuff. So they want their need chapters for the master plan. You know, like what are the natural and cultural resources and open space and all that stuff. So.
But
Interesting.
don't they have access to all of those all the documents that have been done?
I had the old master plan, and I gave it to Rich Preston, who is the head of the committee.
Okay.
He was glad to have it.
But you got the heritage landscape. The heritage landscape.
Yep, I was part of that.
So
Yep, it's all online. I think it's online under our website.
yeah, right. It is.
Yep.
They should be able to access that.
Yep. Just bitching about everyone. We're being recorded. Yeah.
Sorry, I just.
We're a casual committee.
So a guest attendant.
Ice cubes received. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, I'm ducking down.
Having cut to the first one.
Yep. I was down in Westport, and there's a flyer for the Handy House Heritage Trail Tree Talk. It was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I have the website if you want. But it's, you know, I didn't get one of there was only one, I couldn't take it, but you know, I'm collecting flyers for ideas for us.
Good idea. Good.
Yeah. But that was a cute one about, you know, it had the pictures of the trees and stuff like that. And I have been recording Dixon my work hours.
So, where was this?
Westport. You can www.wphistory.org. Westport. That's where our town administrator's from.
I take it that's Mass.
Yeah. Big deal to get into the ladies' room next meeting. We'll have Gordon back. So, next meeting, October 14th.
I think I have them all on my calendar already, all the way down.
Kingdom Come.
Yep, that sounds good.
Okay. Well, I did invite John Charbonneau, but because you talked to him, so no big deal. Yeah. Yeah. And I did bring a map of the Chestnut Street, but that's me.
There's a piece of property that's going up for auction, 158 Maple Street. I looked at it and I'm like, I can't see any connections or anything.
Yeah.
It almost abuts the old Grand Trunk that Paulette still owns. But there's nothing in that area that they would
Look up.
connect to, because it's 4.588 acres. And I looked at that on the LiDAR map, and I think where the access to it, the little access, then it opens up in the back. I'm like, that looks like a stone wall. Looks like you're gonna have to move that whole stone wall out to be able to get in there. I'm like, okay. But I did check that out just for the heck of it.
Cool. Alrighty. I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second,
All in
at
favor?
2:44.
Aye.
All in favor? Aye. All in favor? Aye.
Yes, aye, aye,
Aye, aye, aye.